Hey everybody, Justin from Lucky 8 Off-Road, and today I'm going to show you how to install our new LED grill. This grill fits in here like so and replaces the factory one. It's actually the same grill. You can see the silver and the silver. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, show you how to get this piece out, snap this piece in. All of the safety features and electronics still work, so your adaptive cruise is a-okay. Let's get to it. First thing you're going to want to do is pull off this plastic cover. There's 4 reusable pop rivet clips, whatever Rover calls them, and 4 Torx. Those are on there with the T30. I'm going to do the pop rivets first. And this just simply pops off. I flex it a little bit and boom, away you go. Set it right there. And then we'll move on to the grill next. All right, the next part's a little bit tricky. There's 4 tabs on each side of the grill. You need to push them in and kind of pull forward. I use this little pry tool to reach way down here and get those. I'll see if I can get a better video of it. 1, 2, 3, 4 little plastic tabs. You have to push them in and then pull the grill forward. One at a time. I usually start at the top and work my way down. Just gently wiggle it out. Set that up here. With the grill out of place, there's the 4 tabs. You can see them a little bit easier there. I'm just trying to push them in with a little tool. Next thing we need to do is disconnect the sensor from the front. Then we will find a clean workplace to take all this apart. With the grill someplace clean and safe to work on, there's a bunch of Torx we're going to take out. The size is T20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's probably more, but I see 9. And we're going to pop them out, set them aside. We're going to have to reuse them. With the Torx out of the way, next thing to do is get your sensor to a safe location. Squeezing these 2 little end pieces here, sliding it out. Again, expensive. Put someplace safe until you're ready to put it back on. Next up, we need to get this center section out. There's a bunch of these little clips. Again, you got to pry on them. I start on this side and then I work my way down to the emblem side. There you go. It's just a game of patience. Slowly get them off and keep working your way down. Ta-da! Yep, like I said, game of patience. Gentle, gentle. You don't want to break your grill. All right, once the clips are all free, you can pull the center section out. We're going to need to remove the wiring and remove the emblem. To get to the emblem, I pop up this center section. You've got these clips here. We're going to need to push the emblem through at the same time, releasing these little grabber clips. I don't know if you can see that right here. So I'm going to pop that open a little bit and let the emblem drop through. Just gotta keep working them. Boom. Freedom. It is out. Now that the emblem is free, we need to reuse these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have to free the wiring harness. My trusty pry tool. Just wiggle those out. Once you've got the wiring harness off, the clips, 4 of them that run across the top, and the logo, just reinstall them on the new LED center. All right, once the clips are off, the wiring harness is out, it's time to start reinstalling. Next up, put the sensor in place, the Land Rover information, the writing on the outside. Don't fit so good that way. Also remember that you're only screwing these little Torx into plastic. If you over tighten them, you will strip the plastic. Plug in the sensor. You don't want to take it all apart because you forgot to do that little bit. And then we are going to set this main piece into the grill. Next thing to do with the center section all put back together is to gently clip this back into place. Just like before, I like to start on one end and just work my way down, gently aligning the tabs. There's no reason to force anything. All right, we're almost done. Next thing you want to do is make sure the wiring is accessible and clip this grill back into place. Don't forget to clip our friend back in and use the lower section to lock it back in place. Next up, you want to route the wiring through here, underneath this panel, down the side, and over to the fuse box. All right, here we are. Last little bit left. You're going to want to take the black ground wire to the ground stud located on the strut tower. You're going to then need to remove the little trim panel here. It's held down with 3 plastic screws and 2 metal straight blade screwdrivers. Gently pull that up out of the way and you'll have access to the fuse panel. I like to sneak the wire around this little clip here. It'll lay nicely underneath that panel. Couple zip ties, one here, one there, and it'll bring us right up to the fuse box. With the wiring over towards the fuse box, we'll set the upper trim back in place. Start by getting one side in, folding the tab on the other. You don't want it to rub the paint. Put the 4 Torx back in and the 4 plastic rivets. With the wires where they need to be, we're going to take the ground, and we're going to come over here, loosen that ground bolt up, stick it underneath like so, tighten it down, and we're going to take apart this top cover piece to get access to the fuse panel. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 straight blade screws. Be careful when you take these off, they like to fly everywhere, so take your time, or else you're going to be looking for them in the engine bay. With the cowl trim out of the way, you now have access to the fuse box. There's 4 clips on it, pinch those, pop them out, and I'll show you where to plug this bad boy in. Now the cowl piece is out of the way, we're going to get access to the fuse panel. You can just push in a few of those clips and wiggle it out. I route the wiring through this little grommet here, which is made for wiring. Set that in place there and bring the ground back through to reach over to that strut tower. Here we are at the end. You need to do, route the wiring through this little grommet area here and plug it in to that open fuse spot. I'm seeing F4. All right, there you have it. Fuse is plugged in, wiring around the rubber grommet. We'll put the lid back on, double check everything, and we'll have to start this truck up and see. That's pretty much it. Just again, look back, make sure all your wiring is zip tied neatly in place. All the parts are back on, and you are a done deal. Let's start this truck up and have a look. There you have it. It's a pretty easy install. Just take your time with the plastic clips on the grill. Don't force anything. Take your time and you'll have it figured out. See you guys on the next one.